the Trail of Tears, a forgotten tragedy. Long ago, in the beautiful Appalachian Mountains, lived the Cherokee people. They were a strong and proud nation, living happily in their homeland for many years. And they started to realize that new people from across the ocean, who they called themselves as European settlers, was arriving to live in the Cherokees' land, and they had different ways of doing things. The new settlers didn't always respect how the Cherokees lived. They tried to force them to change their ways, to wear their clothes, speak their language, and do things their way, even though the land wasn't theirs. Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad you're here to join me today. I'm a history enthusiast, same as you, and very passionate about it. I love sharing some knowledge with others, and I hope you'll find this channel to be a valuable resource. In this episode, we delve into a somber chapter of history, the Trail of Tears, a tragedy often overlooked in our past narratives. Our focus today is to shed light on this sorrowful event, bringing to the forefront the often neglected history of the Native American people. But before we get started, I'd like to take a moment to thank all of you for being a part of this community. I'm so grateful for your support and encouragement. Now let's dive into the rest of today's story. The policy of Indian removal, which led to the horrible Trail of Tears, was largely motivated by the desire to expand into territories occupied by these Native American tribes. The discovery of gold on Cherokee land in Georgia was said to be the main reason for this dark story. The new settlers kept coming, and soon, the Cherokees were no match for them. In 1838, the President of the United States, Andrew Jackson, made a law called the Indian Removal Act, which was basically to remove the Cherokees from their home and land and move to a new place far away called Indian Territory. The Cherokees were forced to march hundreds of miles to Indian Territory, often in the coldest winter. The removals, conducted under harsh and brutal conditions, began in the early 1830s. The U.S. government, often forcibly, relocated thousands of Native Americans. The journey was marked by disease, starvation, and death, leading to thousands of deaths along the way. The Cherokee Nation's removal in 1838-1839 is the most infamous example, often specifically referred to as the Trail of Tears. About 16,000 Cherokees were forced to leave their homes in Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, North Carolina, and Florida. Approximately 4,000 died from hunger, disease, and exhaustion on the route. The Trail of Tears was a terrible event that should never be forgotten. It reminds us of the injustice that Native Americans have faced throughout American history. It's important that we learn from the past and work towards a more just and equal future for everyone. It resulted in a massive loss of life and land for the Native American tribes. It is remembered as a profound human tragedy and a grave injustice. The event has had a lasting impact on the cultural memory and heritage of the affected tribes. And with that said, we are wrapping today's video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more great contents. And don't forget to leave a comment below and tell me what you think. I love hearing from all of you. Thank you again for watching.